Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawashi Ba, Yahawashi Ba, Rachwaa Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, many blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elected house of David, the Thawadah YAHAWAH Ba, for whom these epistles are written for. In these very last days, the hopeful elect, who are the only ones that are going to receive this message in this last time, enough of the game plan, enough of the time, spent on trivial matters. All right, prophecy is speaking at an all-time high. These times that we're in right now demonstrate that you need to have a mind of steadiness. All the people that are coming with BS arguments, cast it to the side. And let's focus on what's really important here, okay, which is prophecy in these days. And let these people be what they are, which are distractions, right? So I wanted to go into a quick article like I pulled up from my Blacklisted News. And it's just, lately I've been finding myself dealing with a lot more mindset, scripture or mindset videos. But, as always, there's always time for prophecy, and there's always time to curse out the devil. And he ain't doing nothing differently than he already promised he was going to do right here in this chapter and verse, all right, of Genesis 27 and 41. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit up, all right, just so we can get a better context. But that same mindset of the biblical Edomites are here today, just as it was back then. It never changed. The fact that you think it changed, you're bugged the hell out. And you're not on a level scripturally or mindset wise, right? You're not playing with a full deck of cards. Do you understand who you're dealing with? This guy already tried to inject you with the jump shot. Okay, he tried to get you to take that. That didn't work. This time, and that was a test run. All right, so this time he's gonna come with the holy grail of his whole technology, his scheme. Okay, which he has prophesied himself. But we prophesied through the spirit and power of Yahawashi before him. Okay? This is Genesis 27:38. It says, And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, right? So he couldn't have his way. And just like the typical Edomite, right? All right, in order to get, they know how to play on people's emotions. They are witches. All right, we're dealing with a nation full of witches, man. Proud witches, by the way. Okay, and they tell you they deal and dabble with emotions. They understand that feelings is what controls this world. They have that whole vibration of the world under their feeling. Okay, or having feelings or emotion. Well, what about this and what about that? But then when you kind of argue to them, they'll say, "Well, it's just a bunch of whataboutism." It's just a hypocrite, man. All right. Verse 39, it says, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And that's where we are right now in prophecy. We're in this statement in verse 39. Okay. If you want to go, you can go to Job. All right, that talks about, the earth is not Job 9 and 24. So like it slipped in my mind for a second. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. This coincides with the hand of the wicked having the earth, all right, and the dew of heaven under their spell, this earth is under the vibration of Esau Edom. Is it not undeniable at this point? Okay. The devil has this entire earth under a spell where if you don't do what they say, then you're going to be deemed the enemy. You're going to be called a terrorist. You're going to be called everything under the sun that's not pertaining to salvation. Okay? Verse 40. Let's read that again, verse 39. And Isaac his father answered him. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Who that sound like? Okay. What's written in the Constitution? Okay. All right. Their second right. Their first right is to speak free speech. Their second right is to back it up with that gun. Okay. It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. That's right. So we're in the time of Esau Edom, which it clearly says right here. Esau Edom is going to have dominion over the entire earth. I want to hear vocab alone and all these other cohorts, okay? Dr. Brown, Mr. White, the Edomite, okay? He done disappeared, okay? And all these other Christians and pastors. I want you to break this down. How does this correlate with today's world? Or they probably will say Esau Edom ran the entire earth at one point. Please show me in history where that happened, where the Edomites ruled the entire known earth, or it's not known earth. It's like it ruled the entire earth, because the Romans ruled the known world at the time, okay? But they still didn't even rule the entire earth. All right, it all ties together, okay? And Esau Edom is coming with a spirit, all right, to destroy this earth. And mainly you Jakes. Let's go to Daniel to prove our point a little bit more. This is Daniel. This is Daniel 2:40, right? And this is coinciding with that blessing that was given unto Esau Edom by his father Isaac, right? This is Daniel 2:40. It says, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, right? As iron, okay? That correlates with a very, very powerful military, a grip, all right? A grip on this earth that this earth has never seen before. A military power that nobody has ever foreseen, laid eyes upon, okay? It says, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. This is part of that blessing that was given unto Esau. Esau was given this power, this presence on the earth. Which is why when I bring out this article, it's not gonna be all that hard to understand why he's doing what he's doing, because it outlines it in Genesis 27:41, right? It says, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all peace, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. That's right. So the fourth kingdom, which is the Roman kingdom, when you go to the understanding of the first kingdom was the Babylonians, okay? The second kingdom was the Medo-Persians. The third kingdom was the Greek Empire, all right? The fourth kingdom was what? The Roman Empire, okay? Then when you go into Revelation, it talks about it broke in pieces. Slakia. It broke in pieces, or Slakia. Let me get my words together. The fourth kingdom was laid to rest for a time, okay? It was laid to rest for a period of almost 1,100 years. And it was laid to pieces for a period of almost, Slakia, I'm at work right now. It was laid to pieces for a period of almost 1,100 years, okay, which corresponded with the scripture in Revelation that talks about Satan going into the pit, all right, for 1,000 years, okay? That's that prophecy that came and passed, okay, during the so-called Dark Ages, all right? It says, and whereas thou sawest the Salakia. It says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part iron, the kingdom shall be divided, which we're in this time right now. Because look at the headlines, okay? You got Honduras, Japan, okay? Turkey, Greece, Honduras, Japan, Germany, okay? All these countries, which are a part of the beast system, Salakia for Japan and Honduras are not a part of the beast system. They're nothing more than slaves, just like we are. Okay, but all right, like Germany, France, these are actually a part of the beast system. Okay, and they're beefing against the whore, which the whore is Babylon the Great, America. All right, so this prophecy is speaking as we speak. Okay, it says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay, part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, which is America, and their military. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and we know that doesn't mix. Okay, so these people, all right. These Americans, okay, they're using rhetoric that's inflaming the entire earth. It's also a part of Jeremiah 51:7, where it talks about Babylon as a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hands. All right, he's gotten the entire earth drunken with this madness, and now the earth is ready to come up against him. All right, it says, verse 42, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and a part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Now, I just wanted to make sure that I got a good grasp of what we're understanding, breaking it down correctly as far as where we are in prophecy with this particular scripture or these scriptures in totality, and also how it pertains to Esau Edom today, or Esau Edom back then, according to Genesis 27 and starting with 38, verse 38. Right? So now that we have the understanding, right? Because we can go to many other scriptures or whatever, but this lesson was more geared towards the article itself, right? So we just wanted to make sure we gave a good, a good understanding of, how this pertains to Esau, right? Because these Christians ain't gonna be able to break that down. They'll be a humming all day, all right, looking up, things that don't pertain to nothing biblical, right? Anyway. Verse 43, it says, and whereas thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, right? Which the seed of men is talking about the heathen, all right? So those heathen, they gave their kingdom unto Esau Edom, all right, which was through the spirit and power of Yahawashi Ba. Matter of fact, let's prove that. They will mingle with the seed of men. This is Revelation 17:1, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And what does the water represent? The people, right? Or the seed of men, right? The whore represents Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, verse 2, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, right? And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. That's them mingling their seed with mingling with the seed of men. That's what they're doing. Okay? The entire earth, you can go to Psalms 83, okay, where there was a tumult. They all came together. They all had one consent, all right, which is a conspiracy, all right, to come up against Jacob. Now, all this stems from Genesis 27 and 41, okay? They had a mindset to kill Jacob. When we tell you that the things that they're putting in this earth, the things that they're putting in the food and the water, all right, the fact that they're trying to make, bionic women, all right, transformer women, okay, this all is aimed at killing Jake, man, and having total world domination. The only way to get this to happen is if you get Jacob off the earth. Now, I didn't mean for this to all go to this point, but the point remains is that, I had to make sure that I got, a good understanding, okay? This entire earth is ran by Esau Edom, and it's for a main purpose, for him to be destroyed, okay? And the Lord is going to send his son, Yahawashi, that very same Isaac, if he can receive it, who gave him that blessing, so that in this time, all right, the only one that's going to be able to take him down is Yahawashi. Okay, that power was given unto Esau Edom for this very same time, right now, the time that you're living in right now. 2 Thessalonians 2:3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And how did that falling away come? All right, when that tumult was set together, when Esau Edom was given the fatness of the earth, people think that that sword just represents his guns and his weaponry. No. Esau Edom is a very, very, very cunning animal, a very cunning, wicked, but very cunning, very smart. Well, no, not smart, Salakia. He's the lowest piece of shit on earth. No, he's not smart. He's clever. Okay? He's clever. He knows how to hunt. A good hunt is good for him. Look at some of his movies, man. Okay? So his thing is he wants to go hunting for Israelites. All right? That's his thing. He's going hunting for Israelites. So he wants to kill off the Israelites. All right? It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And he's being revealed in this time right now. Look at his crazy ass scientific breakdowns. Okay, how he numbers the years on the earth. He gives bugged out months. He calls planets by different gods that he serves. You know, that's the devil. That's the devil we are in captivity to. Okay, and it was all given through the spirit and power of Yahawashi Ba for us to. We have to go through this. Okay, we got to go through this because the Lord is the one that gave him the power. This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat therein to take peace from the earth. And that's exactly what he's doing. All of this coincides with Genesis 27:38-41 and many other scriptures. Okay? And there was a falling away of our understanding of who we are and who we were. We call ourselves bugged out names like Black, Latino, Native American. Okay, we call ourselves by names that were given unto us by our slave master and masters, because the other nations were a part of this. He mingled himself with the other nations, okay, and they came together and they had a conspiracy to cut us off from being a nation, okay? Revelation 6:4, and there went another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Huh? Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? That surely sounds familiar. All right. This is Genesis 27:39. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And here's the kicker. How are you going to have all this immense power given unto you by your father Isaac, right? Verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live. That same sword. But he ain't using just weaponry. Yes, he's using that because he's carnal. But he's using the power of the tongue. He's using the power of suggestion. He's using the power of witchcraft. He's using a lot of things to accomplish a goal that he set out from Genesis 27:41 on to this point now. His goal is to kill off Jacob by any means necessary. Now, he has to be subtle about it because it has to look like he's not trying to exterminate people off the earth, but he's exactly doing that. All right. Genesis 27:40, it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, right, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau, right, hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, right? So Esau hated him because, hey, he sold his birthright to Jacob. He's a carnal being. Esau Edom is a carnal being. Esau Edom, okay, tried to have his cake and eat it too. He tried to sell the birthright, all right? No, he tried to, he tried to make believe, tell Jacob, yeah, just feed me, just give me this little pottage right here. I don't feel like trying to negotiate with you. Yeah, you can have the blessing, blah, 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 little brother, whatever, little brother. And then, when it came time for him to come back out of the field, and he realized that Isaac gave the blessing unto Jacob, which it was intended for Esau, which technically, no, it wasn't. It was always intended for Jacob. But through the Spirit, it happened the way it did. Okay? It happened the way it did. So, it caused Esau to be a little butthurt. He wept and he cried. And now, Isaac gave him the blessing of the entire earth to do what he's doing right now. And we're going to go ahead and grab the article real quick. And they're telling you exactly where their mindset is, where it never has left. See, Esau never changed. Esau never changed. It's you, Jake, who changed. The Lord told you what the devil was going to do through prophecy. He sent his prophets to warn you, and still to this day you won't listen. So, what happens to hard heads? They become soft asses. Okay, this is from Blacklisted News. It says ethically unacceptable. Eugenics by any other name is still eugenics. Now, in this case, they're using, a way to try to kill off your seed line. He's trying to cut you off. That's why where it talks about the Lord's going to cut off both son, nephew, uncle. He's going to cut everything off, which is of the male species of Esau Edom, which pretty much is going to mean, let's just keep it real, genocide of Esau Edom. Esau Edom is not going to be on the earth no more. And this is for the crime of trying to accomplish the same goal against Jacob. You Israelites, y'all don't realize what y'all dealing with. Okay? This is from the article. It says, the third International Summit of Human Genome Editing, or Genome Editing, held earlier this month at Francis Crick Institute in London. It says, closed with a statement that heritable human genome editing remains unacceptable at this time, adding public discussions and public debates or policy debates, which they're making policy off of this, man. That's how much they hate you. They're making policy off of their hatred of Jacob, man. Anyway, it says, and policy debates continue and are important for resolving whether this technology should be used. Right. Governance frameworks and ethical principles for the responsible use of heritable human genome editing are not in place. And now again, what this represent? This goes back to Revelation 6:4. He was given power over the earth, all right, and the earth, and to take peace from the earth. And this is not peace, man. This is a damn war, okay? Constant war. It says, pointing to risk and unintended effects of gene editing, the statement warned the necessary safety and efficacy standards have not been met. The statement have prompted sighs of relief from those who were concerned that the summit's participants would exploit the event to immediately push for changing the law banning human germline heritable, genetic modification in the UK. Indeed, it was a significant step back from the conclusion of the previous summit on HGM in 2018, which concluded that it is time to define a rigorous, responsible translational pathway towards clinical trials and germline editing. But the statement failed to meaningfully engage with the biggest ethical question around HGM. It focused on how to make the technology acceptable by improving safe and efficacy. Safety. Huh? You Jakes, do y'all understand that the devil is not going to come with a big ass sword, or what they call a pitchfork, and a tail, okay, and a pointy nose? Okay, well, Salaki on the nose, he probably will come with a pointy nose. But anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, he's not going to come with a pitchfork and a tail, all right, and with some yellow eyes, and he's saying, I'm taking you to hell. No. That's not the devil's style, man. Okay? His style is more like First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's how the devil's coming. The devil ain't coming with a pitchfork and some high heels, okay? Okay, with Nas X twerking on him. Nah, he ain't coming like that. Although, he'll put it in front of your children to enjoy. But he's going to come with this 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon him. He's coming with peace and safety. He's coming with a message of bringing unity to the earth. He can save humanity. He's coming with the destruction and the solution. Order abkeo. Okay? For when they shall see peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's right. So that's what he's coming with. Make no mistake about it. Slaki, let me go ahead and get Psalms real quick. Okay? Because this devil's coming with nothing but peace and safety as a message, because he understands how to use witchcraft to control your emotions. See, you Jakes are very, very emotional. We're very emotional people, man. All right? We see something bad happening to the animals or to the planet or to other people, man. We get emotional about that, man. We feel bad. And Esau's using that he's using that, all right, to his advantage. I'm trying to get these words out, but whatever, man. Psalms 55:20. See, the devil knows how to play on your emotions, and he's going to use that. Psalms 55:20 says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Right. Okay? It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. It didn't say he might. It says he has. Okay, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. This is the part of him being able to have or take peace from the earth. Very important you understand how your enemy moves. But Jake will say, well, Esau's your high priest. But then them same Jakes will take their kids to the doctor, or take their children to the doctor. You hear me? And then they'll let Esau inject them with some fucking poison, man. All right, them same Jakes. And then later on in the night, okay, they'll go press record on a video and start cursing us out about us talking about Esau. That's what kind of world we're living in today's world, right? It says back in the article, it says, babies, it says the answer, it says, but the statement failed to meaningfully engage with the biggest ethical question around HGM. It focused on how to make the technology acceptable by improving safety and efficacy, while failing to lay the rest of the specter of eugenics that loomed over the summit. The anti-eugenics group Stop Designer Babies has pointed out that legislating HDM will inevitably lead to a eugenic society of genetic haves and have-nots, in which wealthy parents can choose designer traits in their babies, such as skin, hair, and eye color, IQ, and athletic prowess. It says, in the worst case scenario, those who can't afford genetic enhancement would be banned from reproducing. And the statement doesn't clarify whether, if scientists manage to solve the safety issues, yet public discussions and policy debates come up with the answer that HGM should continue to be banned on ethical grounds. That decision will be accepted. This question must be faced head on because, contrary to common belief, eugenics didn't die with the Nazis. It says it is very much alive and kicking in scientific circles in the UK and US, yet conspicuously absent from the publicity around the summit were the disconcertingly eugenicist connections and views of some of the scientists associated with it, and historically with the venue that hosted it, the Crick Institute. The topic will be returned to later in this article. So, if you wanted to go ahead and, look at this, exploit people with genetic diseases, and that's what they're going to use. They're going to use peace and safety. They're going to say we can control, we can help people, okay? We can bring them, okay, back to, look at this. All right? This is Esau Edom, man. Okay? Esau Edom is looking to return his society back to, all right, what he would think is the righteous of Esau Edom, all right, the wicked, actually, of him being in charge of the entire earth, having the fatness of the earth. All because he's still pissed off at Jacob. Genesis 27:41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Right? We jump faster, we run faster. We jump higher, we run faster. All right, we sing better, we rap better, we cook better, we F better. We do everything better. And Esau hates that. Okay? And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. You think that this is just him shooting guns or, no. It ain't just his weaponry. He's going to use the hell? Salakia. All right, so something going on in the truck. But all right, so this devil is getting ready to try to use any means necessary that he can to bring destruction into Babylon the Great. And if you're not paying attention to this, you're gonna get caught up in this. All right, so I'm not gonna, I went too far or too long on this lesson, but I wanted to make sure that I got everything I could out of this article. If you wanted to, you can go to Blacklisted News. Okay, ethically unacceptable. All right, and they're calling it by a different name, but ultimately the goal is to kill Jacob. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah Ba, Yahawashi Ba, Yahawashi Ba, Rachwaa Qadash, Shalom to the elect.